guys? This is Nuka here. Alright, so now it's about that time that we start talking about something else that we can prep for. You know, it's obviously good to prep for food and to prep for water because you gotta eat, you gotta drink. But in the event that there is an economic collapse, and I specifically do mean an economic collapse, in other words, that dollar, that piece of paper is worth nothing. Which, by the way, if you think it's worth something, you might want to do a little research on that. But in any event, when the economic system crashes, that paper is going to be worth just that. Paper. Now, something that has been around forever, that has been counted as currency, even when all the different large civilizations failed and their currency went away, the one thing that always stayed around was gold and silver. Gold and silver, gold and silver. Pretty much precious metals. That's what this video is about. It is about alerting you that you should start prepping for precious metals. In front of you, I have a couple of copper bars that I bought for very cheap. You got a ½ pound here. Also have a 1 pound copper bar. And then I have a 1 kilo copper bar. Now the reason why I also buy copper is because if you ever notice, all those pennies that used to come out, they used to be made on copper. But then the government stopped making them on copper because it just wasn't worth it to create a penny that had copper in it, because the copper was worth much more than the penny. So that's kind of give you a little telltale sign right there. That has been going on for years. Do your research on that as well. So what I do is, not only do I buy silver for precious metals, but I also buy copper. Did I just say the S word? I sure did. Silver, ladies and gentlemen. It is important to buy yourself some silver. Now, for those of you that noticed the gold heist, if you didn't purchase gold back about 8-10 years ago, I'm pretty sure you're probably kicking yourself in the butt right now, because that was an opportunity miss. Well, I'm telling you right now, I think the next gold, or what could be even better than gold, is silver. Right now, silver is running at about $30 an ounce. So, of course, when you pay for silver, it's going to be a little bit more than 30, because the person selling is going to make a profit as well. And me personally, I like to buy the 1 ounce silver coins, because whenever I'm getting my precious metals, I'm always thinking about what is the best way to barter this? How can I barter this? So I usually buy 1 ounces, but I also get the ½ ounce coin, as you can see here. It's an old 1929 coin. The 1/2 ounce Troy .999 pure silver. Because ½ ounces, maybe I don't want to give up a whole ounce or something. Maybe I just want to give ½ an ounce. And the best thing about it is, it takes all the guesswork out of it, because it's already written on the coin that it is 1/2 ounce. So you don't have to really measure it. You can just take the coin's word for it. Now, the 1 ounce coins that I do buy are the Indian Buffalo coins. You can just tell how shiny that is. It is a beautiful display. And like I said, these, when I bought these a year ago, they were still about $30-something to the ounce. So the price of value really hasn't changed that much. There was a time when silver went down to about $27 a couple months back. I bought some more then. And it's just important to have this, because, like I said, this has been around for centuries. It has always been a dependable use for currency, is silver and gold. The copper thing, I get copper because I have a feeling that maybe one day copper could be worth something. And the fact that they're taking out the pennies is just telling me something that, you know, it's a precious metal, so I honestly think it's worth more than paper. And when you think about copper too, you know, it's all those thieves are going around and they're still piping from abandoned houses just to get copper. Then they take that copper and they resell the copper. Of course, they're doing away with that now. You got to have paperwork where you got your copper from. But you see where I'm getting at, guys, with that. I also got a 10 ounce bar here. This is actually the first piece of silver I bought. Once I got this, I realized, I think it's better to go in quantities of just 1 ounce at a time. But there's my 10 ounce. And you know what else is interesting? I went to, by the way, I get my metals from Provident Metals. I went to Provident Metals, and I got the select a bunch where they select it for you. Check out this little cool mystery coin here. That's right, the one and only Drew Brees silver coin. Now these coins were cheap as well. The only thing I don't like about them is that they don't clearly state on there that it's 1 ounce. But you can tell that it's real silver, and then all you have to do is get a weigher out there, and you can weigh it and see that's going to come out to very close to 1 ounce. So that's just my little video to you guys. Hopefully this motivates you, or at least gets you thinking about some type of other alternative way to prep, especially for money. It's good to prep a little bit of cash on the side too, but me personally, I have a strong feeling that dollar is just not going to last as long as people think it's going to last. So do yourself a favor now and set aside a couple of pieces of silver, some copper. If you can afford gold, I honestly wouldn't even pay for it, because gold, I think, is at a height right now. I don't think it's going to get much more higher than that. But if you can afford gold, that's your choice if you want to buy it or not. Me personally, silver I think is good enough, and the fact that you get it for $30 to 1 ounce roughly right now is a good deal. Copper is very cheap too. It's also a precious metal. Definitely worth more than paper. That's just my video over precious metals. Of course, guys, rate, comment, subscribe. And as always, stay safe. And I'll see you soon. Later.